Welcome back for another video. I'm Eharbad, a free-to-play endgame player in Raid Shadow Legends. We are in the Supreme Elhain fusion. We have 55 fragments so far. I think we've pretty much got everything we could have gotten so far. In terms of what I'm going to be doing, I'm actually going to be skipping the Ice Golem tournament entirely because essentially we're forced to do the full summoning instead. And I think, which will mean we end up with 110 fragments, so I can skip the Ice Golem, and then I'll probably skip the next Dungeon Divers as the other 5 fragments that I can skip. Does mean I'll have to get all of the fragments from Champion Training and all of the fragments from Fire Knight. So we definitely want to be in a position where we're able to farm Fire Knight 20 if possible. And between now and then, I'm just going to keep pushing all of my resources into Clover Path. I have now got 27,500 points. I'll probably, what I really want to do is go down this left-hand path here, cross over here, and get down to the Legendary Book, and then probably also get the Legendary Book here. So this is kind of what I'm thinking I'll do on the challenge account. Picking this side because I want the 40 gems, and then if I have some additional points, I'll try and probably get the Titan points here, the 25 gems here. So get as many gems as I can as possible, whilst getting as many Titan points and then as many, epic legendary books as I can. So we'll kind of see how many points I'm able to get out. I'm going to keep pushing. I'm not worried about getting this. This Void Shard would probably be pretty nice though, so if I can get that as well, then I will go for it. But I'm going to prioritize, as I said, really, the 2 legendary books, then probably the Void Shard, then the rest of the Titan points and stuff. So yeah, that's where my thinking is. We'll see how many points we're able to get. We've still got quite a bit of time to keep pushing. I've still got 4,700 gems. I will probably put another 200 to 300 gems into this. I think it's a good time to spend those gems. Getting 2 legendary books is massive in terms of books. We still have 9 left over. Like I said, we pretty much fully booked Brogni. We've got 1 book left. But it does mean we're in a position where if we don't pull another legendary from these shards today, we'll probably end up booking either Rhonda or Cronum in the next CBC. But we've got some time to kind of see how the account continues to develop and make an informed decision. We've got plenty of epic books. So if we are lucky this weekend, we will be in a position to book those, the epics. And to be honest, all of these champions that are on the 10x would be massive. Deacon would be so big in terms of us ultimately getting a way of beating Ultra Nightmare Clan Boss. Mr. Arthur Dythe would be fantastic, just from a general kind of decreased defense, wave clear champion, I think would be huge. Seeker, obviously a massive champion. Really useful for Doom Tower hard waves. Again, potentially a viable clan boss champion in certain use cases. Not really going to unlock anything for us in clan boss right now because it just doesn't bring any of the decrease defense or decrease attack debuffs that we critically need. Kayuku would be, probably a godsend, obviously, and Mashalad would also be absolutely massive. I don't think Samson would necessarily bring much for me on the account so much. Would be probably, I think he hits hard and he would be a good kind of nuker, it'd be good for faction wars. But he's not going to help me in terms of beating clan boss, and he's not going to help me really that much in terms of progressing where I can't already. Salad, Kayuku, and any of the epics would be amazing. In terms of the actual summon rush itself, let's just quickly go there. I've done the first 300 points through mystery shards, which I needed to do because of Clover's path grinding, which means we need 8 sacreds to get to the 4,300 mark, which is what we're going to summon in this video. We do have 10. Now we have had, we've been fortunate enough to have all of the referrals finished, so that did give us an extra 7 sacreds from that way. The reality is if we hadn't done that, then this fusion wouldn't be possible. I mean, the amount of resources demanded for this fusion is truly obscene for any kind of early account. Even for a late game account, I think it's not really worth the caliber of champion you're getting, but I am doing it on both accounts for some bizarre reason. So it is what it is. But yeah, I think having kind of committed that I would do it and the 10x being good, I'm going to plow on and get the champion. I really do hope that we get something that will unlock Ultra Nightmare Clan Boss for us. Either of those two legendaries, I think, would really put us in a place where we're much more likely to be able to do it. You know, with Salad, we could go for a white whale composition, and he brings the leech and huge like damage and rest of it. So having that means we could probably focus on slightly weaker champions to support him. But if we got Kyoku, then we have the decrease attack, we have an ally protection. We obviously can use Brogni with Kyoku, and that would be really, really strong in terms of just general tankiness and survivability. And then we can worry about bringing the remaining debuffs we need, particularly decreased defense, which becomes at least only a little bit less difficult to fit that in. Obviously, if we got Deacon, that would be fantastic. So we've got space for 8. We only need to pull 8. Let's get into it. And yeah, fingers crossed. An epic. Boros, good champion, but don't know. Like, could be the decreased defense champion. Does have an HP burden and decreased attack. He's definitely a better champion than War Maiden. I don't know. Good champion though overall. Not a bad pull. Let's see what is the next one. Yeah, no, it's the answer. He does have the decrease attack. Single target provoke is with a lot of books. This is not useful at all. So, does have a decreased attack, but brings nothing else. No other utility. Would be a luxury. I'm surprised the champion has higher ratings as he does. Not the best start. I really want to get something from the 10x. Who have we got here? Scaramus, one of the newer champions. I actually really don't know anything about this champion, to be honest. Very unlikely to fully deplete turn meter, so it's unlikely to stun. 60. I hate it when they do this. Why do they make champions have a 75% chance to place a debuff? Like, this is an epic. At least make it 100%. Like, there's no reason not to. And then what we've got, provoke and AoE provoke. I mean, this is actually a nice wave clearing champion, I'd say. Could be very strong for hard Doom Tower waves. Not a bad champion, actually. And could, with the counterattack and continuous heal provoke, could end up being a mischief tank and decay tank. So, not bad at all, actually. HP, nice in that regard. And a new champion for me. I don't have him on the main, so not bad. Another one of the new champions who I don't know anything about. We've got Poison on the A1. AoE Weaken. Then increasing duration of buffs on the target. Duration of all debuffs. Not too bad. Sadly, it's on a 3-turn cooldown, but not that bad. Heals. Okay. Interesting. Not sure we'll be able to use her. But maybe. Shani. Sensitivity. I'm not a big fan of Shani, to be honest. Yeah, so what is that? We're 5 in. We've got 3 shards left to pull. Haven't got any of the 10x champions, sadly. Batman, though, that is huge for Clan Boss. Now we do have decreased attack. We do have an HP burn poison. And we have an ally attack. So really now, if we say we've got Fat Man, Brogni, we need a decreased attack, Frozen Banshee, and then probably an ally protector, currently Miscreated Monster. We could probably still make work. We're getting there. Like, we're not too far off. We still need a decrease attack champion that brings something else to the table, but we're getting closer to actually having a composition that's viable. Grunch Killjoy, not the worst, but not the best. This is a really, really strong A3. Removing all debuffs and replacing each debuff with a continuous heal is actually massive for places such as Nether Spider, and there's a couple of faction war stages where this is really handy. I think Grunch's main problem is the sheer number of books required. Like, you've got 8 books on the A1, 8 books on the A2, and all you really want to book out is the A3. So it's kind of, yeah, it's a bit of one of those ones where they've just gone a bit book heavy. So far, we've not got any of the champions that we had targeted on the 10x. Let's hope. Come on. Let's just get one of those 10x champions. And it's a Deacon! Come on! Oh, that's so big. That is so big. All those people that were fortunate enough to start with him, I've been jealous the entire time. He is one of the best epics in the game, bar none. Such a good champion. Brings us the leech. Now we actually are in a position where we can start to look at how we can build an Ultra Nightmare team. I'd say we'll have Deacon there, we'll have Farrick in there, Brogni, Frozen Banshee, and then a decrease attack champion. I don't know if we will make that work. We might need ally protection. And that's where Taragi the Frog is so strong, you know, like brings that ally protection, brings the decrease attack, supplements the poisons. I think if we were to pull someone like Taragi the Frog now, we would have Ultra Nightmare on lockdown. So you can say overall we're like one champion away now. So we've gone from absolutely nowhere 2 weeks ago to being one champion away. And even with the champions I've got right now, I think there's half a chance we'll manage to make something work. Like, we'll give it a go anyway. But it now means, as I mentioned in the previous video about is Apothecary going to be a 6-star? And the simple reality was that as we pull more and more champions, Apothecary gets pushed further and further down the pecking order. You know, we have to do a Force champion first anyway, which is going to be, I think, Doom Priest. That was the one I'd had planned to do. And then, you know, we've got Brogni, we've got Deacon, we've got Farrakhan, we've got Coldheart. So we've got another like 4 champions that are head and shoulders ahead of Apothecary in terms of being my priority to be the next 6 stars. We then have that potential kind of hard Doom Tower HP champion with the AoE Provoke. There's another champion there who could end up being prioritized. Like, we've been pretty fortunate, I'd say, pretty fortunate with these shard pulls. This has been a good day. We didn't strike gold, but we've got 8 unique new epics, and a bunch of them are eminently usable. So this was the Square Miss, was the guy we were talking about. 3-turn AoE Provoke is pretty good, 100% chance. Like, this is a decent, definitely a decent ability. And then you do have this stun on the A1. So with the Provoke and the stun together, like, can actually be a lot of crowd control. The synergy between those, like, really strong. I think this champion could be very, very interesting for hard Doom Tower wave clearing. Oh, yeah, so we got a lot going on here. Let me digest it. Actually, whilst we're here, let's just quickly summon some of these. Let's just get all of these soul stones. We've got 14. Let's hope we get some souls for some of the champions we've just pulled. Judge, not too bad. I don't even know what this champion is. There's just too many champions now in the game. But anyway, we've got 4 more there, and then 1 of the tier 2 soul stones. Not what we need. Sentinel, not too bad actually. I do have a Sentinel, only at 4-star at the moment. At all. Hope we get an epic. One of the epics we pulled would be nice. Harvester. I thought that was Reliquary Tender for a second. I was like, yes, that's actually someone we have. But it wasn't. Baited. And then last on the tier 2, it's a rare... Death Chanter. Never mind. And if we go to the old Soul Merchant, we're really looking... At the moment, I just want to save up and get Brogni. That's all I'm trying to do. And then past that, there's probably some epics we could start to look at now. Like Deacon, for instance. Getting a soul for Deacon would be pretty big. And then probably Farrakhan the Fat thereafter. Right, so let's leave it there. The account has been completely transformed in the last 2 weeks. Well, actually, it's not even 2 weeks, last weekend and this weekend. So in the space of like 8 days, the account is completely different to what it once was. That said, we now don't have very many shards left. We will try and get that void shard from the Clover Path to keep totting up our shards for the next set of events. But the reality is, if they make the fusions as difficult as they have this one, until we have Ultra Nightmare on farm, I don't think it's necessarily going to be realistic that we're going to be in a position to actually complete any other fusions. If they require this many shards, like, we're just not going to be able to get them. But we'll see. We'll just keep on plugging away. We'll do what we need to do. I'm going to put this energy right now into my Clover Path farming. Actually, we got a platinum chest. Let's open that for you as well. And 80 gems. Not too bad. I'll take that. Around 4,800 gems now. We've got a bit of time to invest some gems, and we got a whole set of new champions to play with. But as always, thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye for now.